All right, class, happy Wednesday. We have our subtracting a fraction from a whole number, from 1. And what we're going to learn today takes a look at the bottom down here. Maybe we should draw these in our first little box here. I have one circle, and this half is shaded, and this half is shaded. I actually have what? One whole. 1 plus 1 is 2 over 2 equals 1. Now I'm not going to draw all those, but 3 over 3 equals 1. I have 4 pieces of pizza, and I have a whole pizza, and I cut it into fourths, and they're all still there. 4 over 4 equals 1 whole pizza. No matter how many lines I put through there, fourths, eighths, 12ths, 14ths, it's still 1 whole. In other words, 1 can be any number over itself. 1 can be 1 over 1, 2 over 2, 3 over 3, 4 over 4, 5 over 5, 6 over 6, 7 over 7. It can be anything you want. Now keep that in mind, because that's going to help us subtract fractions from 1. Here it says, write a fraction equal to 1 that has a denominator of 4. Now they're going to break this down and make it easy for us. 1 equals something over 4. What over 4? Any number over itself. So if there's 4 on the bottom, it's got to be 4 on the top. Look at number 2. For a Saturday night snack, Bailey and her friend cooked 2 identical pizzas. Bailey ate 1/4 of the pizza, and her friend ate 3/4 of the pizza. What amount of pizza was left? Well, Bailey ate 1/4, plus the friend ate 3/4. When we add the numerators, keep the denominators, we get 4 over 4. And how much did they eat? 1 whole pizza. Any number over itself equals 1. Example number 3. It says compare 4 3/3 to 5. Oh, we got to fix this up, because 3 over 3 actually equals 1 whole. And 1 plus 4 actually equals 5. And 5 compared to 5 is equal. Now what does this look like in picture language? Well, let's go 5 pizzas over here. 3, 4, 5, and they're all shaded in. I know I'm shading them kind of fast. Those are 5 whole pizzas over there. Over here we got 1, 2, 3, 4 whole pizzas. And we got a 5th pizza that's divided into thirds, yet it's all shaded in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 equals 4 3/3. Any number over itself equals 1. Example number 4. It says, one morning during summer vacation, Mason spent 1.5 hours cleaning out the garage, and his sister Elisa spent 1.5 hours doing yard work. How many hours did they spend working together? 1.5 plus 1.5. This looks like one we've had before. Come on, Mr. Saxon. This is so easy. 1/2 plus 1/2 equals a whole. 2 over 2 equals 1 whole. Regroup that 1 whole hour. Put it up here. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3 hours. We wouldn't say 2 and 2 over 2 hours. That would be silly. So we're going to regroup this and make it into 3 hours. All right, now the one that we've been waiting for. J-Bone baked a blueberry pie. After dinner, he and his family ate 1/3 of the pie for dessert. What fraction of the pie was not eaten? So I had 1 whole, and I'm going to subtract 1/3. Well, how can I subtract a fraction from no fraction? I'm going to have to borrow. So let's go over here and let's take this pie and let's cut this up. Now we can cut it up to anything we want. We could cut it up to 1 over 1. We could cut it up to 2 over 2. We could cut it up to 3 over 3. Now how will we know what to cut it up to? Wait, did you hear it? I heard it. These silly denominators, they talk. They say, pick me, pick me. What are you talking about, Mr. Bauer? Well, I could change this 1 into anything, but we want to look at the denominator here. It's a 3, and it says, pick me, pick me. Don't pick 1 over 1. Don't pick 2 over 2. Pick 3 over 3, because the denominators are the same. And you can only subtract fractions that have the same denominators. Later in the year, we'll teach you how to do it when they're different. But right now, you can only subtract. So listen to the denominator. It says, pick me, pick me. And because it's the 3, I'm going to make this 3 over 3. Now, what did I really do? I really took a piece of pi and divided into thirds, and then I took this 1/3 and it's gone, so what's left? 2/3. What if I would have divided that pi into fourths and taken 1/3 of that pi? Oh, that would have been really hard to take 1/3 of a fourth. And so always listen to the denominators. 3/3 minus 1/3 is 2/3. I like the book. They do it in picture language. It's kind of sweet. They got a whole pie. They divide it in thirds. They subtract the 1/3 out. And what do you have left? 2/3. Okay? All right. Lesson practice. I would like us to do G. You're going to fit it somewhere in here. So I got 1 minus 2/3. Whole numbers over whole numbers. Fractions over fractions. You notice how we've kind of graduated from our box. Now we're going to cross out the 1 and we're going to make it anything we want. Pick me, the denominator says. And it's a 3. So I'm going to bring over 3 over 3. It still equals 1. I cross it out. I brought over 3 over 3. And 3/3 minus 2/3 equals 1/3. Let's do F2. We got 1 minus 1/4. Cross out the 1. We're going to bring it over. Pick me, the denominator says. Bring over 4 over 4. Now 4 minus 1 is 3/4. All right, guys, it's a simple concept. When you're subtracting the whole numbers minus a fraction, you're going to listen to the denominator tell you what number over itself that equals 1 you're going to bring over. All right, there's a bunch of them down at the bottom. If you figure out how to say pick me, it's actually really pretty easy. 1 minus 1/4, 3/4. 1 minus 3/8, 5/8. 8/8 minus 3/8 is 5/8. 2 and 5/8. You can do these ones real quick. Oh, what about this one? 5/8 plus 3/8 equals 8/8, which equals 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Bam! Done! So these are pretty simple ones down on the bottom of that page that you can accomplish real quick. All right, guys, stay tuned for a little help on your assignment.